Another Diddy, the gift that keeps on giving. Hey, let me say, it's not funny, but it's funny. Uh, there's a saying, a global saying, and everybody uses it. It started in, I believe it's Brooklyn, New York. Pause when someone is going to say something a little bit kind of on that other side, right? So to make sure that it's not taken in a way where people think that that person is a bit fruity, everybody would say pause. But seems like Diddy, the gift that keeps on giving, pause, is now going to be no Diddy. Right? Can I get a hand clap for that one? Oh,
Where is your phone?
yes. So he's the gift that keeps on giving. And let me say this. Now we have to wonder what's really happening. The Combs family keeps getting bombarded with new lawsuits because of things that's been done covertly, and now they're coming out. We have lawsuits that's been settled years ago. One lawsuit that was mentioned back in 2018 during an interrogation by Jonathan Odie talks about some of the things that he's done with Diddy and Cassie, and people consider him as a little bit off the rock, like a dodo. Something is going wrong with him. He's a bit crazy. But now all of this is coming out and seems like the gavel dropped when he settled with Cassie. Now all the lawsuits are just coming out. Jones dropped a lawsuit. Omar K dropped a lawsuit, and Christian. But yet, Diddy's still walking around, making us wonder what's really happening.
Hmm?
So I've been watching and reading, watching some videos and reading some clips, right? Article clips and video clips, watching some video clips and full length, and it makes me wonder: is an indictment imminent? Is Diddy going to get indicted soon? Because it seems as if the people that usually were around him, all his friends, his compadres, all the ladies, it's like seems like everybody's distancing themselves. It's so quiet, you could hear an eyelid blink. I mean, that's more quiet than a pin drop when you can hear someone eyelid blink, right? Diddy's been spotted around Miami with Stevie J and a few others riding around on bicycles, taking pictures, passing out money. What's that about? Like,
Hmm?
it's really kind of like odd, because no one has ever seen him done that before. Maybe he's a very generous and kind guy, but according to everybody else in his circle that had their experiences with him, he's not such a kind guy. The smiles, the dressing up, the glamour, the glitz. Obviously, it's all for show. So we know that people have been questioned. And one of the video clips that I watched, it said that the recent raid was kind of like the last part of what the feds needed before they really closed in on Diddy. One clip said that they've been watching him for years, maybe 10 years, but yet he's still not in handcuffs. I don't wish bad for the guy. But man, I said it in a recent show that he must be Teflon Don. You know, his lawyers are now attacking the lawyers of Mr. Jones. So they are trying to make Rodney Jones's lawyer look like he doesn't know what he's doing, or he's doing underhanded things to make the case be settled, or recent cases that he has handled get the accuser to settle with the accused, so everybody's hands can get greased. It's just all kind of odd and weird to many people, many content creators just having a field day. If you ever been to the beach, you see a whole lot of people just hanging out at the beach, just shooting the breeze, relaxing, right? That's how it was for Diddy. Everybody was around. But now, it seems like he's the only one by himself with a few people that's close to him. He's recently put out a clip saying that he's calling for the people that rocks with him, if they need to speak up in his support for him. You know, if they don't rock with him now, when it's all done, he's done with them, basically. In a nutshell, that's what he's saying. But he's the gift that keeps on giving. Because for content creators, for the media, for the news, even for the people that are suing him, everybody's getting some kind of benefit from Diddy. He's putting monies in a lot of people's pocket, a lot of corporations' pocket. He's, like I say, he keeps giving, literally, right? Doing his infamous freak-offs, he was giving. During the video where the audio was leaked, it seems like he was giving. Cassie sued him. Odie sued him back in 2016, 15, 18, one of those years, and settled, giving. He's been settling with people, giving. He's a very giving guy. So I would say he's a very kind guy because he's been giving. But in the same time, he's been taking a lot, and he's been taking way more than people were willing to give. I watched a video. A couple of different rappers said the same thing, and it made me wonder. They said, hey, Cassie was doing this for 10 years, and then now she's going to file a lawsuit. Listen, people, or listen, rappers that made that statement. You don't necessarily know. You were not her. You don't know what she was experiencing and the fear that she might have been experiencing, because you've seen, some of you have seen video clips where she looks like she's under the covers and terrified of him while he's telling her to get ready so they can go out. Right? He's been accused of breaking Kim Porter's nose. It is why one of the yacht companies won't work with him anymore. They won't rent with him anymore because, really, Diddy's a tall dude. Not tall, really tall, but he's a tall enough dude, right? And he's a big dude. Why the heck would he punch a woman in the face or slap a woman in the face hard enough to break her nose? Stupid. That's wickedness, right? There are people that says if a woman is woman enough to hit a man, she's man enough to be hit by the man. And I understand that some woman will go up in a man's face, even they're 5'2", want to go up in a guy's face that's 6'2" or 6'3", right? Trying to edge the guy on, egg the guy on to be violent, right? Women go around in the store and chasing and cursing after their man, and the man would walk off. And they had nothing to lose. They had no wealth to lose. But when you have certain power and you're worth hundreds of millions of dollars, you can pay people to cover up your crimes, your cruelty. Right? So now it's imminent. It appears to be imminent that at some point Diddy is going to be indicted. So think about it. Every few years, some celebrity, whether it's Weinstein, whether it's Cosby, whether it's Kelly, it's somebody. It's always someone. It's a cyclical. It keeps happening ever so. We're all getting distracted, right, with these charades and these celebrities, and we're wrapped up in these celebrities' lives, and we kind of like live our lives around the orbit of the celebrity. We watch them. We schedule our days to watch them receiving awards. It's perpetual. Our existence. Women would start wearing their hair based on how the female rappers are wearing their hair. It is just going crazy. And everybody's having a field day. Everybody's having a field day. So thank you, Diddy. You're the gift that just keeps on giving. No Diddy. Pause. Yeah, as you can see, I'm having a little fun with it myself. Right? I saw a video clip with the rapper Boosie, and he was the one that was saying about how Cassie must have liked what was happening to her. Who knows? Maybe.
What?
Maybe she didn't. Right? But I know women, people that's close to me, that had bad experiences, and it took them a long time to speak on it. Right? And these yacht parties, the alleged trafficking, drug trafficking, human trafficking, all the different things that's happening, the SAs, right? The abuse, we don't know. I wasn't there, but a lot of other people were there. Gene Deal, for instance, his bodyguard for years, I believe he was a police officer or some sorts. And if he knew all of this was going on and said nothing, makes me also wonder. I would love to have him in the studio to have a conversation, because I would like to find out, hey, did you know what was going on? Could you have done something, or were you scared that something might have happened to you? Because many of us have seen videos, and I know I have seen videos with different people making their comments or commentaries on Diddy. And it's just crazy. So in a sense, I wonder if Diddy is talking to the feds, because sometimes when people are sometimes when people are going to go down, and they take down a lot of others with them, and it's said and proven, it's a fact that Diddy had cameras all throughout his home, his houses. So any event that happened, it's been recorded. Not only that, he had people hired specifically to record all the events that's going on for future, for in the future where he wants to do a movie or a documentary in his life. And hey, we don't know how that's going to turn out, right? But makes me really wonder, and I think other content creators are also wondering, is Diddy talking to the feds? You know, what happened to all of those videos, right? All the people that he's done business with and doing business with. He's liquidating all of his assets, divesting from a lot of his ownerships. People that he's has been in his orbit, people that he's been in relationships with, they're like crickets. I mean, sorry, eyebrows, right? And no, I meant, yeah, eyelashes, right? And they're blinking, but you can't hear anything because they're so quiet, right? You have people that's been in his past for years, ex-girlfriend like J-Lo. People are wondering about her, wondering if she's under investigation. There's so much there. It's said that possibly the feds have been talking to Shine, right? I think they're obviously talking to Cassie, allegedly, right? But I think they're talking to Cassie, Shine, Rodney Jones. I think they're talking to many other people, and it's said that one of the SA victims already gave their testimony in front of a grand jury. So there's a possibility that Diddy is done. I don't know. We're going to see soon. Let's say that in the next 30 to 60 days, I don't know. I could be wrong. But is he going to be indicted soon? Is he talking to the feds? Do they have videos to prove about all these freak off parties that he's done? When he says to people like he wants to party. The party means that while the party's going on, there is another party that's going on in some back rooms, a back house, in the house or guest house in the back of his mansion, right? Who are all those people that were in the free cars? We know that Cuba Gooding Jr. We know the Royal brothers have been at these free coughs. Many other people have been at these free coughs. Rappers have been at these free coughs. Other musicians, executives, just crazy things have been going on. So when Diddy comes out and issuing a warning to all of the people that used to be around, all the people that he's been friends with and that he's entertained at his parties, not just his party, but his parties, he's saying, they need to speak out and speak on his behalf, but makes you really wonder, hey, Diddy is the gift that just keeps on giving. Us content creators keep talking about it. Me personally, I wish no one bad luck. I wish no harm to come to anyone in any way, right? But if as a non-religious person, but a person that highly believes in karma, as the saying goes, you reap what you sow. And if you've been sowing if you've been sowing bad seeds, the fruits that that tree bear is going to be bad. And like in the last show that we did, where we talk about, where I mentioned that the apple don't fall too far from the tree, you also will have bad fruits that bear from what you've been doing, right? We have Justin and Christian. Christian had a lawsuit. I believe it was like 31 pages that was filed by him, right? By Omar K. And we don't know. Maybe it's coming. Maybe Justin is going to be receiving a lawsuit, because it's said that they've all been wrapped up in these kind of situations where they force women to do things that the women don't want to do. Of course, some women will be willing to do things because the benefits of doing it for a billionaire son. He's an adjacent billionaire, right? He's right. His pops is a billionaire, so he's like a billionaire too, because his father's a billionaire, so he's an adjacent billionaire. I had to take a sip of this water. So let's just, I would say, keep our fingers crossed. But when we keep our fingers crossed, are we keeping our fingers crossed for him to not be indicted, or keeping our fingers crossed for him to be indicted? Because either way, it's going to be content for us to be able to deliver to you, the audience, the subscribers, the listeners, the viewers. It's just an interesting time that we're living in. So many different things that's taking place. But for what's going on, hey, listen, I've even watched videos where, and read a few clips that says that the next person that's coming might be Jay-Z. Don't know how true that is, because it's said that Jay-Z and Diddy have business together, right? And Rick Ross, who is a business partner of Diddy, because the restaurants that he always rap about in his songs, Diddy, I believe Diddy's the owner of those restaurants, right? So and Ross, it says that Ross only owned one from an article that I read, and he's the face of the brand, but it's really Diddy that owns them. So I don't know how true that is, just what I read, right? And it was a short clip, so I didn't want to even mention it. I just wanted to have a candid conversation and talk about it, and what I've been following up, and what I've been reading on, what I've been watching videos on, because it's it's kind of serious. Yeah, hey. So people, that will be it for me for tonight, and like plan to we plan to just do a short show, nothing too long, and just keep it simple, and discuss what mention what, and discuss what I've been watching and reading and talking about. So not to make this ramble any longer, thank you for watching. If you're watching right now, if you're not and you watch it on the replay, we appreciate you. Please, if you would like to help us grow, you can give us a sub, share, like, comment, and you can reach out to us in different ways to get on the show, to get to sit down and we can have conversations. at 1-844 put me on. That's 1-844-788-6366. 1-844 put me on. You can go on our social medias and make comments there. And you can go to thinkandsay.com. Go to thinkandsay.com and click on the follow us button that you'll see at the top, and it will take you to all our social handles, and you can go from there and subscribe to our channels and help us get to where we want to be. Help us get to our first 1,000 subscribers. That would be great, to get to 1,000 subscribers within the next within the next month or so. We'd really appreciate it. So we'd love to have you in the studio so we can have more conversations, and we can, hey, if we can have a dialogue of people having their opinions, we would love to have you in the studio. Just dial that number 1-844 put me on, or you can send us a message on one of the social platform, and we will definitely get those messages and respond to it. So with that, I want to bid you a good day wherever you are in the world, and we'll talk again soon. All right.